Chipz.
Chipz, fantastic, fun game. Why wouldn't you make golf
The game
more fun?
Yeah, the game within a game.
Game within a game. So should we start with good chips? Because like there's so many of them. Like there's 5.
Good ones.
Okay, eagle, which is self-explanatory. The ace, that's taking the pot. That's a whole lot. That's hole in one.
There's an interesting one, which is the Alcatraz.
Oh, that's up for debate, that one.
That is a topical chip to win. So you need to do something special. Make a par or birdie for being in the jungle, the water or whatever. Something's a little bit different.
So we generally give it to Craig when he does an air swing.
Yeah, we'll hit one in the water. That happens too a lot.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm not used to is the ferret, which is chipping the ball in the hole from off the green. Some do it better than others. We don't do it very well at all, so.
Well, you don't get it in the hole full stop.
No, so that's basically all the good chips out in front here.
Yeah, majority of the bad chips. So literally for every action, there is a reaction in this game of golf. So whether or not you hit a tree, then you earn yourself, and we'll say earn, the gift of the monkey chip. Now, the important part about this game is that there's only 1 chip of each. So
if Greg hits the tree on the first hole, which is normal, then I hit on the second hole, which is normal. Then I get the chip. Greg doesn't keep it. It becomes mine. And then if Greg happens to hit a tree on the last hole, Greg gets it back.
Yep.
And he's the last one to hit a tree, he keeps it. So the last one to hold on the chip earns the chip.
And so everything's got a dollar value, but it's up to you guys whether or not you change them to what they suit. We've just got them in normal
$5 and $10 denominations.
Yeah. So
or bar our special little friend here, the beer shout chip.
Well, yeah, it's a punishment.
It is a punishment. If you play at a higher end golf club and it's $40 a shout, well,
how about a golf club that's actually got a drinks cart?
Well, that'd be good.
That tends to make a difference. And literally, if you're the
first away on a par 3,
then you've got the beer shout. Now, every time a drinks cart goes past you, or you go past
the path.
Well, we'll say an alcoholic stowage area.
Yeah, let's call it that.
So no matter where it is, if there's alcohol there, then it's your shout to give somebody else a drink.
So you could get hit 2 or 3 times if that beer cart comes before the next par 3.
Which happens a lot. We've got several other ones. We've got the airball. Now, this is another one that's got a couple of different choices around it. So for our better golfers, our A grade type, we tend to do 100 out, 100 metres out, missing the green. If you miss the green, you get the airball from the fairway. Yeah, it's got to be from the fairway. For the rest of us choppers, we tend to play it at about 70 out. So that's up to you guys to make a decision based on that to keep the game a bit more even. We've got some interesting ones. We've got the, if you go up the wrong fairway, which Craig is known for, you get the arsehole chip because you're playing the wrong hole.
Each way bet, if you miss it on the left hand side of the fairway or the right hand side, you miss it on the opposite side on the same hole. That's an each way bet.
I mean, we're all of these.
Yeah, we can. We've got the helicopter. For those of us who can't control the temper on a golf course.
Which is not me, which is Tommy.
Tommy Lohan, yeah. He pretty much owns a helicopter chip, so he throws golf clubs all the time, so that's his.
Now, he's offered to buy the helicopter chip at half price before every round. He tells us no, that he will not be throwing a club that round. We should probably double the price for it. He says no to it.
Yeah. Add them up.
Yes. If you're playing Stableford, or what?
No, we go start.
No, we go, because I'm thinking like we've got the dirty bump.
The dirty bump.
So if you get 2 wipes in a row, you get yourself a dirty bump. Now that's a hard chip to get rid of.
It is a hard chip to get rid of.
So obviously the idea of this game is by the end you want as minimal as possible, or
and more of these ones.
Yeah, which to be fair, you don't really get those very often, do we?
The idea is to put money in the middle at the end of the night. At the end of the day, and drink and punt or whatever you want to do with it at the end of the day.
So yeah, that's probably a key factor. So the rules at the end, our groups tend to pull all the money together and get drinks and a lotto ticket or so forth, but you guys can do what you want. It can be the lowest number, can generally take all the cash if you want to play tight ass golf. It's up to you how you do it. At the moment, you'll notice all the packets have got individual numbers on it, so when you go to the website you'll be able to register your number. So each set of chips, well, on the ace will have an individual number that'll be set to your name.
Yep. So we'll go for a few more chips here. We've got the skull, which is just butter knife, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Blade in it. Blade. Cutting your ball in half. Then you've got the dome. It's a Greg special with a cold top off the tee.
It is known to happen. What do we got? Okay, we got a snake 3-putt, which is a Craig Jan special.
It is.
Loves a 3-putt.
Where's his brother? The Anaconda.
Now another one. Only the best putter in our group's ever got this one, Matty B.
Yeah,
he ended up with the 4-putt somehow, and he held on to that for the round, which is no wonder.
The highway, when we're playing those golf courses with cart pass. Very handy chip to
It is.
to shell out. So that's hitting the cart pass. So that'll cost you $5 or whatever value you want to play for.
Now, an important thing to note is that they all compound too. So literally, I think Choppy's got the record for one swing, $35 worth of chips.
You can win more than one on one shot.
Yeah. So literally, what did he do? He came
I think
off the tee, hit a path, hit the tree, ran onto the wrong hole, and then went out of bounds. So that was in one swing, so not one hole.
And get expensive if you're pretty shit.
Yeah, so it cost us lots.
Another special one, Baboon, is hitting a tree on a par 3. Very rare one to really get that one.
Oh, happens
One,
on a certain
but
golf
happens,
course on
yeah.
the 18th we play.
Yep. Royal Beerway usually gets a couple there.
It does. Frog, so this is your general hazard. It's a frog because usually it revolves, ending up in the piss somewhat, which we will have our little favourite water balls that we donate to the golf gods.
So we've got 3 that are all relative to going in a bunker here. So we've got the cat, it's a greenside bunker. Then we've got the camel, which is a fairway bunker. And then we've got the beach whale, which is the one that never gets out of the sand. So that's if you go from bunker to bunker.
So that's the polite version.
Yes.
It's a polite version as long as you can probably work out too that fairy is not getting past the ladies. So this also is a polite version of
Yes, absolutely.
So there's whispers of another set that floats around.
Yes, there is.
Got
May
some,
not be a PG rated set, that one.
No, I don't know where they exist.
But they are available. So we've got the dog, which is putting the ball from the green to off the green. Much debate over that over the years from one particular player who thought it was just putting from off the green onto the green. He got us about in the wrong way.
No, you certainly in that one. Oh, okay, look. This is I don't even want to touch it now.
Yeah, so this is Greg's bogey. Let's call it a bogey chip or his nemesis. The lamb shank.
Yeah.
You have one, you have a lot apparently. So
yeah, so if you start off in the first couple of holes getting that chip, then
it's hard to lose.
That's the one you tend to hang on to.
So we've got the bear. Bear's going out of bounds. Some courses easy to get, some not so.
Crocodile, unplayable.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't really come into play. Though.
No, not a lot. Same with the wilderness. You lose one in the bush. That's not a hazard.
Yeah.
We've made a chip for that one.
I'll lift the monkey. We've already gone through.
Yeah.
And then
you can do the emu.
Emu.
You never win it. Actually, you win it all the time. You never.
Not win it. Retain it.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No.
Well, that's up for debate.
No, you would. No, I know where you're going there. That's like.
So the emus.
No birdies.
No birdies, but then again, can be tailored to handicap requirements.
Well, there you go. They're playing
Stableford points 3. If you know the 3-pointer on the card.
There you go. That's fair. So you can shift the rules to suit to a degree.
Or if you've got single-figured markers, they need a birdie on the scorecard.
Yes.
A gross birdie.
Yes.
Not a net one.
That's exactly right. So
yeah. So
it evens it all out a little bit for us.
If you've had a really bad day, you can probably chip in $20 to $30.
Yeah.
If you've had a shocker, it's $45.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that it gets up there. I mean, it can get up there.
And if you do make a hole in one on the day, you win whatever's in the pot. And so if you've got multiple groups, it can be quite profitable.
See, I've seen 2 hole in London. We've never been playing chips. What a waste.
It is a waste. Think of all that money.
Yeah, well, for Curry, it was on like what would be, Pelican would have been the first, the second, so that would have been a waste.
Could have been good on our Melbourne trip where we had $900 in the pot.
Well, who took that, Craig?
No, that was Tassie trip. No, that was
okay.
The chip money brought us down $900 on last night at paid for just playing for chips, and there was only 8 of us playing. So
yeah, so things
over 5 rounds, it added up pretty fast.
Yeah, things can get a little bit silly with this game, but at the same token, it also will force you to do shots that you never normally would do.
And it makes you play the whole 18 holes too, doesn't it?
Oh, it doesn't.
No one can give up because it's going to cost them too much money.
Yeah, so if you're in a bush, you're playing a shot that you wouldn't dare normally take because you're trying to dodge that cart path and make sure that your friend still hangs onto that chip.
Yeah.
Or friend, but playing partner.
Yeah, good on the bad. Look at that. There we are. Chips.
If you want to ruin your golf game.
Chips.golf. Look, we'll be honest, it's a great game. We've been playing it for
like years.
Oh yeah, probably over 10 years.
Look, it's addictive. It's daunting at the start, and
there'll be a lot of whinging at the start until they're on the wrong side of the ledger. Let's be honest, because they're shit golfers.
Well, that's right. And
as you get a few breaks and someone else does something stupid, then it becomes funny.
Yeah, and generally someone will rise up in the group to become the commissioner, who is the be-all and end-all of the ruling of golf officials, i.e. Crackles. But yeah, for the most part, particularly when you get your handle around what each chip does, like each pack's going to come with the instructions anyway. So, look, to be fair, to be slightly clunky at the start with when you've got to check what the chips are.
Doesn't take long, couple of rounds and you're into it.
Absolutely. And then before you know it, you're walking over to your ball to take an approach shot and someone's put a chip on top of it.
Yeah, we should get a golf ball and show how it's done, eh?
Oh, there's a bit of a strategic move behind it. Show us the Crackle special.
Fair way away from your ball, and then you come to find it. and that's a crackle special.
That's always a nice
Just
little
keeping
touch.
your ball in the shade so it doesn't get sunburnt.
Yeah, when you get there and you appreciate that he's noticed that you've had a little error.
Yeah,
Sure.
errant shot.
I mean, that's what makes him such an odd guy.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
So once again, we've got the website www.chipz.golf. Go there and
Great gift idea for anyone who plays golf.
or anyone that hates their in-laws,
Yeah, that too.
get a set, you'll enjoy it.